This is the Kazdoy Closet. I'm Kazdoy. That's my closet full of all the stuff that I love. And today we continue to explore this box set from Imprint, directed by Walter Hill. Now, we've already posted episodes on the first two films in this set, Hard Times and The Driver, which were also the first two films that Hill directed. His third film, The Warriors, is not part of that box set, but based on the success of that film, he was able to direct another one the following year, and this one was in his favorite genre, and that's the one we're going to look at today. Let's check it out. Today's film is The Long Riders from 1980. It's about 100 minutes long. It's in color. This takes place mainly in Missouri right after the Civil War, and it's about the exploits and the ultimate fates of the Jesse James gang and the outlaw brothers who join them. Family is the overriding theme in this film because we have outlaw gangs that are composed of various brothers. And we have actual real-life brothers, the actors, playing the roles here. So we have the Keachs brothers, James and Stacy Keachs. They also co-wrote the screenplay, and I believe it was James Keach's idea to do the casting in this way. We have the Carradines brothers, Robert, David, and Keith. We have the Quaid brothers, Dennis and Randy. And then in a smaller role, we have the Guest brothers, Nicholas and Christopher Guest, which was kind of surprising because Christopher Guest, of course, known mainly for comedies like his films Waiting for Guffman and Best in Show, and he was also in Spinal Tap. So it's a clever idea to cast real brothers to play these outlaw brothers, but with so many characters, there's not a lot of room for character development. And the director, Walter Hill himself, even said it's pretty much a rambling narrative. So compared to some of the greatest Westerns, which I would include in that group, films like The Searchers or Clint Eastwood's film Unforgiven, it doesn't have great dialogue or great depth or interesting ideas in it, really. It does share the theme of the outlaw life versus settling down and having a family. Mainly, this film is concerned with the gangs interacting with each other, the gang members interacting with each other, their various relationships with the women, the shootouts and robberies that they're involved in, and then the lawmen, which was the Pinkerton agency hired by railroads and banks who were tracking them down. Now, on the plus side, The Long Riders has several action sequences that are just beautifully done. Stagecoach robberies, bank robberies, train robberies, very exciting. There's a very good set piece set in a saloon. It's a knife fight involving David Carradine. That's a high point of the film. And you'll also probably think of Sam Peckinpah when you see some of these shootouts because they're done in slow motion and there's blood exploding out of people's bodies. So very reminiscent of his style. And Walter Hill even addresses that in one of the extras on this disc. It's a beautifully shot film, and the music is composed by the great legendary Ry Cooder, his music adds a lot of atmosphere to the film, a lot of ambiance to the film, and there's a lot of music here too. And Walter Hill even said that some people said the music was better than the film itself. So my rating for The Long Riders is 3.5 horses out of 5. Very entertaining, fast moving, but it's lacking, I think, you might say the gravitas of some of the more classic Westerns that I discussed earlier. And it doesn't have the outrageousness of spaghetti Westerns, many of which I've been watching recently. So what's on this disc? Well, this is an imprint disc, like I said, part of that box set. There are 2 audio commentaries, which I did not listen to. There is a second disc, actually, filled with special features, several interviews with cast members, with the producer, with Hill, with Ry Cooder, and then there's a making of documentary. I think it runs about an hour. That was very interesting. I really didn't know anything about Jesse James except that he was an outlaw. So I learned a few things about him and made me want to look into it even more, actually. So where can you see the Long Riders? Well, you can buy it. It's Kino has as an edition of this, which is quite similar. I think almost all the same special features. It's streaming right now on AMC Plus and on Freevee, and you can also rent it. So feel free to leave a comment or suggestion down below. Do you have a favorite Western? Would you like to see more? Would you like to see me talk about some more of the discs in that Walter Hill box set? And I would like to thank the following people who've left comments on various episodes since our last episode. They include Hunter, Chris, Tina, Brian, Trueblood, The Movie Addict, Dayton, Will, Paul, and FR. Thank you so much for taking the time to comment. Leave a thumbs up. Don't leave a thumbs down. Subscribe would be great. Share this with your friends and neighbors. I'm happy to say that we surpassed our goal of 750 subscribers. We're about 20 away from our next goal, 775. So feel free to join us. I'd like to welcome our new subscribers since our last episode. That includes Will, Franklin the Skateboarding Bulldog, Divine Mind, and Chuck. Thank you so much for subscribing. Subscribing is free. Also free is we're on the Letterboxd app. That's where we leave brief written reviews of other things we're watching, and we're under the Kazdoy closet. There's a link in the show notes down below. Most recently, we watched Leave the World Behind and The Scarlet Letter, the 1934 version of that. So check those out. Otherwise, hope you like this one. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.